So when I did my genetics, I have MTHFR, MTRR, CBS, all these different quote unquote detox pathways. If you look at the studies, they're not detox pathway issues. They're issues affecting the detox pathway in certain situations. So these genes happen to be like sleep apnea genes, and we know like morphologically, our airways are inherited from our parents, right? And so like morphologically, we have the ability to create a life for ourselves, but sometimes we see things, oh, I'm just like mom or I'm just like dad, and these behavioral patterns. And maybe there are phenotypic genetics, which means genes that correlate with different features. MTHFR, for example, is called the sleep apnea gene, amongst many different names. It's also the warrior gene. So why would a sleep apnea gene be a warrior gene? One could say that maybe warriors need to be woken up when there's a sound that's threatening the village. That's a nice thought, but the reality is it also encodes physically for structures called fascia, and the fascia gets tightened up in the head and the neck and the tongue. It allows us to go into this state of hyper contraction like a roly-poly and either play defense or offense, get hit or be hit. Okay. And that's the warrior gene. That's an evolutionary advantage. But now in modern day, we're calling it different things. Some people call it detox pathways genes or methylation issues. Some people call it mental health mutations, anxiety, depression, et cetera, et cetera. So the frame of reference around it is completely different because we humans are only cognizant of the effect of what's going on. And in talking about root cause, a lot of the root cause we have to look at evolutionary is how these genetics actually played a huge part into improving our understanding of life. Hypermobile genetics, for example, right? EDS. It was Down syndrome, hypermobility. It was an evolutionary advantage